There are four concepts that you have to understand in crypto, and these four concepts will determine your success, especially in today's market. The market right now is slowly recovering. As you can see, the past day, a lot of your coins have recovered, but of course, in the past week, everything has mostly been red. A lot of your coins are down 20, 30, 40%. In the past month, it's kind of the same picture. A lot of your coins are down. So what are these concepts that I'm talking about that you need to understand in today's market? Well, the first and foremost, one of the most important concepts is Bitcoin dominance. I've talked about this in most of my videos, and I will continue to talk about this because this is such an important concept that a lot of people do not understand. What is Bitcoin dominance? Well, this determines when altcoin season starts. It has done so in the past cycles, and it will continue to do so in the future. Bitcoin dominance shows the total percentage of crypto market cap that Bitcoin possesses. Now, what does that mean? That means that right now, Bitcoin possesses 55% of the total crypto market cap, right? The total crypto market cap is what, at I think like 1 point something trillion, 2 point something trillion. So that means Bitcoin possesses 55% of that. And when this dominance increases, that means that the price of Bitcoin relative to your altcoins is going to increase, which means that altcoin season is kind of on hold. And when you see these giant drops in Bitcoin dominance, as you can see in the past two cycles, that means that the price of Bitcoin is stabilizing or dropping, but the price of your altcoins are skyrocketing, which is why you see this drop in Bitcoin dominance, because your altcoins are dominating the market. They're gaining more market share, which means their price is also most likely going up. And right now you can see in the market, Bitcoin dominance is basically nearing all-time highs, right? How high is Bitcoin dominance going to go? Well, that depends on a lot of factors, but I predicted that it's going to land somewhere in this green square. As you can see, I've highlighted, so probably somewhere in that 54 to 58, 59% range. I would be pretty surprised if it goes higher than this. But right now, as you can see, we're topping off. We did have this giant red candle a couple of weeks ago, but we've recovered since. So this, whenever you see multiple red candles, that means that most likely altcoin season was probably starting. But we haven't seen that really at all yet. We've seen these red candles, but we've seen a gradual uptrend in Bitcoin dominance, which means Bitcoin is going to go much higher, right? Once you see this top off in Bitcoin dominance, then that is potentially a top signal for Bitcoin's price, which means that, right, your altcoins are going to be next. And just judging from this trend line that I've drawn, this is basically the past three cycles, we are definitely nearing the top of Bitcoin dominance. Of course, this could definitely change, right? We could see this trend line move a little bit further, which actually it very well might, right? We might see Bitcoin dominance top off somewhere in this range. So maybe around October, November, potentially. So for example, if Bitcoin dominance goes up and then tops off right here, let's say mid-October, that means that eventually we're going to see this, right? We're going to see a drop in Bitcoin dominance, and that means this region right here is going to be your altcoin season, right? This is going to be when your altcoins take off, and that is going to be very, very good for our portfolios. Now, some of you might not believe me, but here's some proof. This is the price of Dogecoin charted with Bitcoin dominance. And as you can see, whenever Bitcoin dominance goes down, you see an uptrend in price for your altcoin, right? So Bitcoin dominance goes down, you see uptrend in price of Dogecoin. In 2020, the same thing happened, right? You see Bitcoin dominance go down and you see an uptrend in the price of your altcoins. And right now the same thing is happening, right? We are seeing the price of Dogecoin kind of fluctuate and is trending slowly upwards right now. Eventually, once we see this break in Bitcoin dominance, we're going to see a massive breakout for your altcoins. I'm just using Dogecoin for this example because it has been there for many cycles, but you can do this for any altcoin. It's all the same concept. So that's Bitcoin dominance. I hope that explanation helped. The second most important concept is buying the narratives. So if you take a look at crypto bubbles right now, what do I mean by buying the narratives? I mean, what are the coins that have the hottest narrative going for it, right? What are the coins that are the most popular, that everyone is buying, that the masses are buying? Contrary to popular belief, right? You actually should be buying a lot of those popular coins that have a lot of hype, have a lot of narrative going into the bull run. You want to buy coins that have a very dedicated user base. You want to buy coins that have a lot of people supporting it, because eventually when full altcoin season kicks in, it's going to be a snowball effect. And basically all of these coins are going to be like a self-fulfilling prophecy, in the sense that their price is going to match up with their hype. And this happens every single cycle. I see it time and time again. But does that mean, you can't buy your really low market cap coins that, have a lot of potential, but maybe people haven't heard of yet? No, right? If those coins are in hot narratives, then yes, you can definitely get into those positions as well. But you should definitely have a lot of those top tier coins in your portfolio. If we just look at kind of the daily chart right now, a lot of times you can see, what the winners are going to be, just looking at red days and see, what stands out to you. So just looking at the daily chart, something like Fetch AI stands out, something like Akash Network stands out. Looking at the yearly chart, right, you see things like Kaspa, Bonk, Jasmine, Pepe, Solana, Render, Akash Network. All of these are kind of your top plays in those top narratives, right? In your meme coin narrative, in your layer ones, in your AI narrative, in your DPIN narrative. You want to have these plays in those top narratives. Buying the narrative is so important. Of course, there's so many narratives that are hot right now, right? There's AI, there's DPIN, right? There's DeFi, of course, there's meme coins, there's layer ones. But choosing the right coins in those narratives is also very important, right? So looking at this monthly chart, you see, even though we have a lot of red, right, we also have winners that stand out. We have things like Kaspa up 18%. We have things like Brett up 222%. We have Ondo Finance. We have Pepe. We have Jasmine. We have Not, right? These are all plays in top narratives that are outperforming the market. Pay attention to these narratives. You don't have to buy all of them, but you should definitely have some in your portfolio, because there's a reason they're doing well. And it's because a lot of people believe in them. Even though this market is so bad right now, the fact that these coins are doing so well in such a bad market means that there is definitely something going on behind the scenes. And this is just a clear sign, a clear signal to me that these are going to be some of your top winners. Let's actually take a look at your top 200 coins. You see Turbo, right, up 320%. You see Mog, Dog. Well, of course, a lot of these are meme coins, right? They've had their massive run up. And despite these coins having massive dips, they are still up massively. This is just something to keep in mind, right? I'm not telling you to buy all of the winners, but I'm saying to keep your eye on them, right? And if you're very bullish on them, then definitely I would say invest some money into some of those top winners, because more than likely they're going to potentially outperform the market, which they have been doing right now. The number 3 most important concepts in crypto is patience. Now, patience is very important because a lot of people don't have it, right? A lot of your new investors that have just gone into the space recently, they don't have any patience, and I really hope that you do, because patience is make or break, right? This will make or break your portfolio. So taking a look at the market, right? You see a lot of these coins are down massively. Let's say you bought near when it was at $8.25, and right now it's at $5. Someone that doesn't have patience, someone that has gotten into the market for their first time, right? Maybe this is their first kind of crypto cycle. They most likely are going to sell when they see this massive dip, right? They want to protect their assets. They want to protect their money. We as humans hate red days. Whenever we see red, we immediately think of sell, because we want to protect what is ours, right? We want to protect our money. And that is very understandable, especially for someone that's maybe only traded in the stock market, right? This month that we're having would be a historical month for the stock market, right? But this is something you see in crypto so often that honestly it doesn't even faze me anymore, right? I think honestly that these dips are pretty small compared to what will eventually happen, right? In the bear market. Right now we're in a bull market, so these dips honestly do not matter at all. But when we actually go into a bear market, right, you're going to see minus 70% all across the board, right? That would be a time to get scared. But this minus 19, minus 30, minus 40%, that's nothing. So don't be the person that buys at $8 and sells at $5, right? Let's say you actually did buy $8, right? I don't recommend buying the tops, but let's say you did. Let's say you bought the top at $8 and it's at $5 right now. What would you do? What would someone who has patience do? Well, someone who has patience would obviously not sell right now. They would either DCA, right, dollar cost average in. They would dollar cost average, maybe get their average down to like $6, and then if they're still bullish on the project, keep adding money into this project at such a low price, right? This is such a big discount, guys. Or if they didn't have any money, then they would sit on the sidelines and just wait it out, because more than likely Near, which is a top coin in that AI sector, is going to go much higher than $5 and more than likely much higher than $8, right? This is probably going to do a 5 to 10x from today's price. And that goes with all of these coins. You have to have patience. Patience is the silent killer in crypto. And last but not least, the most important concept in my opinion is an exit plan. So many people in this space do not know what they want, right? They don't know what type of return they want. They don't know how much money they plan on exiting with, right? This is so important because it basically determines when you sell, and selling is when you make all of the money, right? If you don't sell, then you never make money. And this beautiful chart that I've drawn right here, it kind of shows the psychology of a trader when we hit that euphoric phase, right? Right now, we're still here, so we're not quite at this point yet. But once we do hit this point, you're going to feel like this guy, right? You're going to feel like Giga Chad right here. When belief hits, when throw hits, when max euphoria hits, you're going to think that nothing can go wrong, right? You're going to think that you are God and money is going to keep flowing in and it's not going to stop. And you're going to think that every single play you make is a good play. You're going to think that, we're never going to go back into a bear market again, right? It's going to be bull market forever. That is what you're going to think, right? You might call me crazy right now, but trust me, when we do hit this point, when we hit belief, throw, and especially euphoria, you're going to feel a feeling that you've never felt before. And when you do feel that feeling, you're going to forget to sell, and you're going to be like this guy, right? You're going to be like this dude right here. You're going to think that it's going to go up forever, and you're going to take profit when Solana hits $2,000, which it's not going to. And you're going to forget about this. You're going to forget about the bear market that will follow euphoria. So please, please, please remember to sell. Have an exit plan. I will make an exit plan video pretty soon. But please remember that this is the most important concept. That's going to be a video, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe and comment for more videos like this. And there's actually a scammer in a lot of my comments, right? This guy going by CryptoKai622. If you see him, please report him or just do not respond to him, right? Do not accept his messages, right? I will never message you. This guy is a scammer. My actual name is CryptoKai, right? No numbers at the end, just CryptoKai. So please do not fall for it. I don't want to see anyone falling for any scams in my comment section. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to make, and I will see you guys in the next one.